What's up, my beautiful besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you so very much for being here with me. Y'all are freaking incredible. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're just going to go ahead and ring the sound bowl, call in spirit, and see what messages want to come through for our beautiful tribe today. If there is going to be an extended, you will find the link posted in the description box below or also pinned to the top of the comment section, but I never know until we get near the end of the reading, okay, if there is going to be a part two. If there is, of course, I always appreciate the energy exchange for the work that I do. Okay. All right, loves, thank you for all of the energy exchange actually that you give to myself, the channel, and each other. Those simple things mean so much to us readers out here. Liking, commenting, interacting with each other, the video. Yeah, y'all are freaking incredible. So thank you for everything that you do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, ring the sound bowl, call in spirit, like I said about a minute ago. Here we go. Okay, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, what is the overall vibe of the day? Oh, that's popped out. Okay, door to romance. Some of you, number 33. That's so magical. Such a magical number, the threes. And we have action. Door to romance is opening up, and we also have action. What's at the bottom of the deck? Appreciation. Look, there is someone in your energy, or perhaps this is you who is maybe ready for love or taking action towards somebody that they care about, that they love and appreciate. We're reading on a romantic situation right now, okay? That's the vibe of the day, my loves. Okay, so the door to romance is happening, is opening. Whenever I do pop in, when I see this card, I do see like a heart right in the cage, and then there's like a keyhole there, right? And the doors, of course, are opening, and the little hearts are flying out and everything. But I always think about the person who is opening up the door to romance. Oh my gosh. Opening up is somebody who perhaps has been holding back or hasn't really been expressing love that they feel, okay, that they have felt the appreciation, love and appreciation, okay? So it's a very good energy. So somebody's here taking action, probably towards you, because this is usually how our readings go. But we're going to go ahead and keep checking in with today's vibe, the incoming energy, any challenges, how you're going to feel, okay? So yeah, I mean, somebody will be expressing their love towards you or vice versa. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle here, give it a shuffle, and then we are going to cut the deck. I'm going to lay my spread and get to the reading, okay? But we do have two bonus cards that have fallen out, and I'm just going to actually pop these to the side. I like bonus cards to look at the end. Since they didn't flip over, I am just going to leave them to the side. Okay, so, all right, so the incoming energy is the Magician. Today's energy, the Lovers. Okay, yep, makes sense to me. We also have challenges. The King of Swords also makes sense. Oh my gosh, how you're going to feel. Six of Swords. What you expect. Knight of Swords. What you don't expect. King of Pentacles. A lot of the same energy as our last reading here. Advice. Wheel of Fortune and outgoing energy. Let's see. We have the Three of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh. Today is a day for love. I just gotta be honest with you. This is what's coming up today for our beautiful tribe. So, it looks like this is almost the same kind of vibe as what we had picked up in our last reading, to be totally honest. It doesn't really look like too much has even shifted or changed, but I am going to still continue reading it. The incoming energy with the Magician shows that you have been focusing on creating something, focusing on manifesting a dream, or trying to really develop a new idea, a new way of life, a new attitude, behavior here. You're really getting into, you're really getting comfortable with your own power, and you're using your will to create something that you've kind of drummed up. Okay, so this is the master manifester energy, and I feel like that's your overall vibe, right? That's you. You're focused on doing what it is that you need to do, like getting those goals accomplished and all those types of things. Now, our last reading was, you don't expect this to happen. You don't expect somebody to kind of come in and interrupt your process, your manifestations, and we do have your current energy today. Today's vibe being the Lovers, which the Lovers is always about a choice we're going to make. And it's interesting because I'm 6 minutes into the reading here, and this is number 6. Okay, the Lovers. And it's coming to a point where it's like you can use your own free will to decide whether or not you're going to enter into a relationship, take a relationship up to the next level, reconcile with someone. It is a soulmate. Okay, this is somebody that you feel very deeply connected to, regardless, with the Lover's energy, but it's always up to you. Okay, so today you're kind of going to be in that energy of, all right, I'm going to be needing to make a decision here about my love life, about my romantic life. Now, for challenging energy, the King of Swords. Okay, remember when I was talking about the locked heart, okay, and the doors to romance opening up. Now, inherently, the King of Swords is not a bad king, not at all. They're very logical, they're very wise, they usually act with truth and integrity, they do what needs to be done. The energy of the mind, okay? It also gives Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign energy for those of you who are interested. But for the most part, the King of Swords can come off as being quite aloof. They're not necessarily your romantic type, right? Versus like the King of Cups, who's very emotional. They might not express, but I feel like what's interesting here is we have the King of Pentacles for what you don't expect. And the King of Pentacles is more of that, I would say that they're more of a, I guess King of Pentacles, King of Cups, both more romantic, more practical when it comes to expressing emotions, being a little bit more open in general, okay? So the challenge here, okay, and that could be you as well. Like I said, I'm not throwing shade. I'm not throwing shade at anyone. The challenge is maybe you have hardened your heart, or you have become aloof, or you've been making all of your decisions mind over heart lately, and there's nothing wrong with embodying this energy of the King of Swords when we have to. It's usually like, okay, we're going to use our head instead of our heart. We got to make decisions. We've got a lot of stuff on our plate. We're trying to create something. Again, very similar to the last reading. If you haven't seen it, I would suggest go checking it out. I'm not even sure if I'm really seeing any new information here, to be totally honest with you. So the challenge is, all right, how do you feel about this person? Have they been aloof in the past? Have they been closed off? Have they been, it kind of gives that like emotionally unavailable energy sometimes with the King of Swords, right? In the upright. It doesn't mean that they don't have feelings, they're just not super keen to express them. So with the door of romance opening, this is a King of Swords who is coming around, who is softening up a little bit, and wanting to get into those feelings. Again, it's not that they don't have them. They just tend to get stuck in their head, or they try to intellectualize these feelings, right? They overthink, they think things to death, okay? And that could have been one of the reasons why, I guess you just didn't know what was going on with them emotionally, okay? Now, this is somebody coming to take action. Now, the reason is how you feel. You feel like you've already been moving on from this individual, or you've been detaching with the Six of Swords energy. I feel like you have been highly disappointed by this person, whether this could be somebody who's like partnered right now still. It doesn't have to be someone from the past. It doesn't have to be like, you know, just for singles. If you are partnered, this can resonate as well. You may have come to accept certain things about your partner, about the person you're in a romantic relationship with, right? They would have been highly disappointed. You may have decided, okay, well, I've learned my lessons. I'm not going to open up to them about my feelings anymore. I'm not going to communicate to them about my needs, because obviously it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like there's been arguments, there's been challenges, there's been rough, stormy waters between the two of you, regardless of your relationship status with this person, right? You've kind of come to see them and come to expect this person as being emotionally unavailable. Like, you know, what else do we have to do but move forward, move on? Like, no one can live like this. Like, this could be somebody just trying to keep the peace, in that sense as well. Like, look, I don't want to argue, you know, that kind of an energy. This is somebody who knows what not to say, what not to bring up. Just it's interesting because now you have your back turned to this person. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all. There is literally, there are so many dogs in this house right now. We're between myself and my upstairs neighbor, we are dog sitting for some friends of ours. So, if you hear the barking or if I have to pause, my apologies, right? Okay, I'm gonna try to make this as bark free as possible. But it is proving to be a challenge. Anyways, okay, so you would have already decided to move on, and this person is watching you move forward, move on, you know, maybe leave them out of what's going on with you. Emotionally, if this is somebody that you're still dealing with, you're not opening up to them anymore. You're unavailable to them, right? You've become emotionally unavailable to this person, right? So that's how you feel. You feel like, you know what, I've already done everything I can do. The only thing I can do is just keep the peace, move forward, or maybe keep some silence, move forward, move on, right? What you what you expect is you do expect this person to follow after you at some point, okay? You do expect this person to chase you. The Knight of Swords energy. Eventually they're going to have something to say. And I feel like you knew it, okay? And I don't feel like you were doing this to inspire them to actually chase you down or to come after you. You were just like, I don't know what else to do but to kind of move forward, move away from this person, because whatever I was doing, whatever I was trying, it just wasn't working. You felt like perhaps you weren't getting through to them anyways. And I do feel like eventually you did expect some communication to come through from them. You did expect some kind of clarity. And I feel like you knew very well, okay, so whoever this person is, this is not the first time around this freaking roller coaster or whatever you want to call it, merry-go-round, the things that spin. This isn't your first time, okay? You knew that if you went silent, you moved forward, you stopped talking, that they would eventually chase after you. Again, it's not that you did it in a manipulative way, trying to force this person to. You just knew because it was a pattern, okay? Every time you withdrew, they came out of their shell a little bit, okay? Sometimes, and this just came up, and I know it's not going to be for everyone. Sometimes this can look like the fearful avoidant, okay, attachment style. That can even look similar to narcissistic, being on the narcissistic spectrum, let's just say, okay? Because it is like this push-pull dynamic that I'm seeing, the runner-chaser dynamic coming up again. It looks to me like this person, whoever you've been involved with that has that kind of dynamic, this is the person that is ready to take some action, ready to come through with communication to tell you how much they appreciate you, how much they love you, you know? What you don't expect is for them to show up in a different way, okay? From before. The last time you spoke to this person, the last time you were communicating with them or dealing with them or whatever, you saw more of a cold side of them, okay? I would say. an unemotional side to them. Now, here we have someone who's warming up, a little bit more relaxed, someone who's a little bit more open, okay? Could have to do with the fact that their money's right. They're feeling like they're capable of being a dependable, loyal type of partner, okay? So you don't really expect them to be showing up differently, but they are. Okay, they are showing up differently this time around. Now, whether or not you want to engage with them is still back to that lovers. That's your choice, right? This is your choice. We simply just read the energy here, okay, for the day for our tribe. So the advice coming through is the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune speaks to, well, things can go either way. It's fate, it's destiny, there's change, there's motion, there's growth, there's cycles, you know? Now, if you've been sowing very good seeds for yourself, well, you're going to receive a bountiful harvest. You know, it's you reap what you sow. If you've been acting in bad faith, well, you're going to get some, you know, crappy outcomes. Okay, that's what I mean. Like your luck is turning for the better, okay, or the worse. So the advice is to kind of, this is like, there's something here where it feels fated, where it feels destined, okay, between the two of you. Maybe you once felt that way about this person. Maybe you still feel that way about this person, but they're coming through, and I feel like they're going to be communicating that they feel that with you as well, because with the lovers, that's soulmate energy. Now, soulmates, I mean, whatever label you want to put on it, twin flame, soulmates, though, specifically from my experience, come in many different, you know, forms. They're here for a season, a reason, or a lifetime, right? A lifetime. And so not every soulmate is going to turn into a life partner, or, you know, not every soulmate is suited to be your life partner. Okay. It could be here just to teach you some type of karmic lesson. Okay. So again, that's not really something that I can tell you. It's something that only you and the other person know, because you know your experience completely, right? I can't tell you if this is a karmic soulmate or if it's a twin flame. Only you. And no other reader can do that either. That's something that is very personal. No one can tell you. You will know, okay? You will know for certain who this person is. And if you feel a little confused, don't worry. Sometimes that can shift. The way you see someone can shift, right? You can be like, oh, I thought they were my twin flame. Turns out they were a karmic. They were a false twin. It turns out I was only supposed to, you know, meet this person to complete some type of karma or complete some kind of lesson. They taught me something. It was difficult. Because usually with these soul contract energies, they're not, some of them are pleasant. Okay, and some of them are here to bring you joy and to give you respite, to give you a break, okay, and to teach you, you know, that, you know, to bring you back to the energy of love. But usually it seems a lot of these are shorter types of connections, you know, a couple weeks, couple months, you know, because after a couple of years, you know, you really start to get to know someone very deeply. And that's when, just like personality, and we're human, we all have imperfections, and we all we can clash and get on each other's nerves, and, you know, reality sets in, let's just say. Okay. But then there's the soulmates, you know, the soulmates that stick together and work through challenges. Those are your life partner type of soulmates, right? So not everybody has that. Not everybody's purpose is that. Some come together just for a lesson. Now, again, I don't know who this is exactly for you. You know the person you're thinking about right now, the person you know, and you will find out if they come to you, okay, and express themselves, and they're kind of giving you this wow factor of like, well, who the F are you? Like last time, I couldn't even get you to, you know, say if you loved your dog or not, like, you know, let alone another human. Like this person was very, very closed off emotionally, okay? Totally emotionally available. And they're coming through with a totally different vibe. And I feel like it is going to be somewhat shocking, but it's not necessarily bad. It really just depends on how you feel about them still. At the outgoing energy, I do feel with the 3 of Pentacles here and the 10 of Cups kind of looking over this, I feel like, you know, it's a welcomed shift is what I'm feeling. It is a welcome shift. It could be like it's a nice surprise. It feels like you, of course, you weren't expecting it. But again, just like the title of the last reading, not really expecting it, but it does bring joy to you. It's something that, you may have come to a point of acceptance and had to start moving forward because it was the only thing you could really do. You have detached, you have let go of this person or any expectation. And that's the most important thing, is I feel like you released all expectation from this person when you started moving forward. Did you know that they were going to come back through and communicate? Absolutely. But you still released any kind of expectation. Like if they did something or didn't do something, it wasn't going to hurt you anymore because you detached from any type of outcome. And to see them showing up in a completely different way is feeling quite good. And I feel like a lot of you with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like some of you are going to be willing to give them a shot, to give them a chance, and to see what can be worked out. Okay, what can be worked out between the two of you. See whether or not it's worth to put the work in. And I see that by the end of the day, I feel like you might be kicking back. You might have had a conversation with them, or you might be thinking like, okay, I guess I'm going to try it. I guess I'm going to do it. We'll see how this goes. Because, at the end of the day, when you think of this person, you still get that feeling of this. This could be someone that I would like to settle down with. Okay. Now, if you had to put those feelings away for a period of time, or you may have given up on it or whatever, then, I mean, that's totally good. That's totally fine. You had to detach, but there's still somewhere in your heart that at one point it was kind of like a dream or an ideal, or when you thought of the person you wanted to spend your life with, they would come to mind, right? They would have been the one to come to mind. So it does feel like, the connection, the bond is still here. And it does feel like this individual has gone through some type of upgrade or transformation. Now, I mean, that totally tracks with the eclipse energy. A lot of people get awakenings. It's awakening moments. A lot of people get epiphanies, downloads, shifts, but I feel like this is something that's kind of been brewing for a while. It didn't just happen, boom, when the eclipse showed up. It was a lead up to this energy, probably over the last eclipse season, 6 months ago. Okay. So this is a result of the last 6 months is what I'm getting. Okay. It's been a shift. Things have shifted. The wheel also says what goes up must come down, and vice versa. So, this is something that is faded and it is coming back around, but there has been a significant shift in this person's energy, and you will be able to see it. It's not just a tarot reading that says, oh, they've come back and they've changed and everything's rainbow and sunshine and lollipops and unicorns and shit. Like, it's not like that. It's literally they're showing up as in a completely different way. Okay? Just a completely different way. More open, more in touch with their feelings, ready to communicate, ready to take things very seriously as well with the King of Pentacles, right? So it's just a fresh vibe with this, with a person that you've kind of been there already doing something with, right? Been there, done that in a sense, but I don't want to say it like that because it is a new experience with a person that you already know. New experience, old person. Okay. That's what I'm getting here. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to take a love oracle, and maybe I will go into a part 2 if I can get to it. If I do, because I don't know, I'm really actually, right now, the barking dogs are in control of if there's a part 2 or not. I might have to come back another day if the energy keeps repeating and go into another extended, but we will see. If you see a preview and a link, then I was able to get part 2 to this reading. If I do, it will be exploring their energy, more of their thoughts about you, what they like about you, how they feel about you, what they've learned, how they've changed. Can you trust them? What they're going to say? What will be the potential if you do decide to work on this connection? Okay, so those kinds of things. But I'm going to leave you with some oracle at the moment. Be a balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay, so finding balance is, and we were talking about something like that a little earlier with that Six of Swords, which was like, maybe I'm just trying to keep the peace. It's not about that. It's, maybe it was out of balance because all you were doing was just agreeing just for the sake of it so you could just move on. Okay, yeah, sure. I gotta go, But it just says here, like, a great relationship is one that supports and challenges. Okay, so, balance is key. Balance is key. And even between the head and the heart. And I feel like that could be something that has come up as a theme for what this person has been learning as well, right? Okay, so give me another one, please, Spirit. I feel like this one wants to come out, whatever it is. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway of the soul. So that actually speaks to a little bit of the transformation that this person has been going through. Remember, we were talking about this head over heart battle, that they intellectualize their feelings a little bit too much here. And it came down to this decision, like, if I could do anything, what would it be? Who do I want to be with? How do I feel? Like, the answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have twin flames. Okay. Pardon me. Your passion ignites. Okay. So for some of you, this is a twin flame situation. And it makes sense to me if because of the themes of, okay, we've been there, done that, the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, 10 of Cups, the whole situation to me does scream twin flames. So not surprised to see that. And also not just surprised to see it because these connections are very difficult to break. Now I know there are situations where, we all have our free will, that spirit will come in and decide to sever some of these connections if they become too toxic and too painful. But for the most part, if you believe in the twin flames, okay, if you feel like you are a twin flame, it is a cycle of learning and growth and coming together and giving each other a lesson, maybe triggering each other, a relationship that both supports and challenges. And maybe you've just felt that there has been a lack of support, okay, more challenges than anything. And that would have been one of the driving factors for you to try and disconnect completely from this person, which I totally get. I've been there, okay, done that, right? So I guess it would be really unexpected for you at this point to see your twin, if this is who it is, right, come back and be like, in a totally different energy. It's kind of giving that vibe of like, I actually didn't really expect this. I dropped all expectation. I completely detached because I just I just can't anymore. That kind of a vibe. So, that's what it's giving here. So we will extend it. Again, if you see the preview, it's there. If not, it'll be back around. I can already feel it. It's pretty strong in our tribe right now. Anyways, this theme. Okay. So, I'm sending you lots of love. If I do extend it, it will be divine masculine focused. Okay. Yeah, I'll speak to you either there or in the next reading, and take care. Hey y'all, I am here for an extended, and I figured, oh my gosh, I absolutely have to, because you know what I did is I forgot about these two bonus cards. So at the very least, I was like, girl, you need to get this preview out at least so that everybody can see what those bonus cards were. And so I'm stoked for that. So yeah, we are going to continue forward. Hopefully, if all goes well, if all is bark free in the house for a little while. I'm going to start off with their energy. I did grab the Twin Flame deck, a love oracle to see what energy they're going to be in when they come towards you. But let's just take a peep at what these bonus cards were, because I was like, what? I forgot to do that. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, well, here's the Eight of Wands. Not surprising. Messages coming through, things happening pretty quickly. That's action energy. Okay, the Eight of Wands. And what's this one? Oh, the Sun. Oh my gosh, for real, for real. Look at that. Eight of Wands and the Sun. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. This is joy, growth, happiness, evolution. There has been growth, absolutely, within this connection and also in this person, within you. There's just a lightness, okay, between the two of you. And just, it's a positive energy. It's hope, it's optimism. it's just obviously very positive. Okay. So you're going to feel really good about it. Okay, you're going to feel really good about the message that you do receive, and I want to get into that a little bit further, exactly what it is they're going to say and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to pile it on. Hopefully, no one here is triggered. Their OCD might be triggered a little bit because sometimes in the extended, I do like to have all of the energy of the reading out, just because it helps me remember what was here. Okay. So here, let's get into it. Thank you once again though for your energy exchange. I truly appreciate it. Okay. So, what is the energy of this divine masculine? I'm just going to say it when they come forward, and we have love. Okay. Love conquers all. This is the vibe that they're in. Okay. They're also in the energy of appreciating you, loving you, taking action on how it is that they feel towards you. Okay. So they're in the energy of love. And I mean, it's pretty plain for me to see that they are. Okay. Especially with the sun and this Eight of Wands. Okay. With all of the energy actually that's come out in this reading. But what do we have this? We have receptive. Be ready to receive what fate has planned for you, which is, again, why I like to keep this out, the Wheel of Fortune that came through, okay? Fate, destiny. Be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. What's this one? Learn. Let love show you how to learn from each other. The two of you have absolutely done that, okay? There's been a lot of learning. There's been a lot of growth. There's been a lot of love. But yeah, a lot of love that hasn't perhaps been expressed, or that has been, again, the back and forth, the push-pull, the runner-chaser, all of that kind of stuff, the cycles, the triggers. I mean, it's definitely not the type of connection that is for the faint of heart, but we do cherish one another, cherish your relationship, okay? And this is a part of the appreciation, right? Part of the appreciation. They love you, they appreciate you, they cherish you, not only for who you are at a soul level, like your essence, right? But the fact that they have learned from you, that, they've learned so much, they've grown so much. It's just, it's beautiful. It really is. We have emotions. Look deep within your emotions, okay? So this is what this masculine has been doing, okay? This is what they've been doing. When I removed the emotions, I see the divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. So they've been recognizing, underneath that was telepathic. Okay, so they've been recognizing the signs that spirit, their angels, ancestors, guides, the universe has been sending them, or maybe it was you sending them messages telepathically. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy, especially if you've been feeling their energy pull on you lately. This would be why, okay? They've had these deep realizations, and they could be literally purposefully sending you telepathic messages as well, or you're just picking up on this shift that they've been going through, and the energy that they've been sending out, and you just feel like this is coming, okay? All right, so we are going to grab the tarot and get into the details here. We're going to start with their thoughts, feelings, intentions, all of that stuff as they come forward, okay? So here we go.